Okay, now Joe really had to put his thinking cap on because he didn't want to spend very much money to install the sealer. And that's what we're going to talk about here. First, we're going to talk about the sealer. This is what I got at the store. I got 2 gallons of this. This is Behr low luster sealer. And see, it says low gloss. It's for interior and exterior. It's also cleanup is water based. And that's what I'm going to put on the floor with my thought. See, I'm going to put a low luster sealer. They do have high gloss too, and I'm hoping only to use 1 gallon for all of my area, but I don't know if 1 gallon is going to be enough, so I went ahead and got 2 gallons. Now, you can find all kinds of different sealers. In fact, when we were at the store, we saw 1 gallon of sealer for $98, no joke. And then we found another one for $87, another one for $37. This happens to be $28 per gallon, and I even saw some stuff close to $20 a gallon. So look and check and see what kind of sealer you're going to use. And I'm picking the low luster because here's my thought on that. Because of this mastic that we took off, all that nasty glue, tar material, you saw how I had to clean all that stuff off. And if you haven't watched all those videos, they're all on my channel. All of that stuff has gotten pushed into the pores of the concrete. This concrete is saturated, so when I put the sealer on, the sealer is not going to soak into the concrete as much as if this concrete was a bare concrete subfloor. And then if I put stain on it, then I probably want to put 2 coats of sealer. Okay? Now, in the back room, what I understand they did was they put, this back room was done differently. This was just a regular concrete floor, and so stain was installed on this with a Hudson sprayer. Yeah, you can put it on with a Hudson sprayer, and then the sealer was installed, 2 thin coats from a Hudson sprayer, and that's how this whole floor got done. Doesn't it look nice? It's got kind of a low luster sheen to it. It's not a high gloss sheen or anything. That's why in here I decided to use a low luster sealer, and I'm only going to put 1 coat. Now I could probably put 2 coats on, but I think 1 coat is going to be enough, and I might have even been able to use the high gloss on here and have it dull down to a low luster because only 1 coat's being applied. But I decided not to do that because we've got so much of this tar material that was on here. That's been on here since the house was built, maybe, I don't know, 40, 50 years ago.
1970?
1970 this house was built, and so yeah, it's up there in age. It's up there in age. And so there's lots of stuff compressed down into the concrete subfloor. So 1 coat of low luster sealer, and then that's going to kind of blend in with the overall look in that back room. That's my plan. Now, how am I going to install that? Am I going to put it on with a Hudson sprayer? Well, now to answer that last question, am I going to install the sealer on this floor with a Hudson sprayer? Well, I could, but in order to do that, I'd have to mask off all of the baseboard and all the door openings. I'd have to put masking tape and plastic up along here in the kitchen area, in the bathroom area, in that back area, take the doors off the hinges, and then put plastic up the walls 18 inches or so, because on the Hudson sprayer, you're not going to get it down there perfect, are you? Some of it's going to get everywhere. So that was a thought, but I'm deciding to do it a different way this time. I am going to put it on with a roller. And usually on here, I read the directions on here. You could put this on with a Hudson sprayer. You could also put it on with a pad. You could put it on with a sponge, or you could put it on with a roller. Okay? Some other ones, I saw the sealer that was installed in that back area, and here's the sealer that they used in the back area. It's this stuff here. They use that, wet look sealer, high gloss finish. but it didn't actually become high gloss when you put it on with a Hudson sprayer. You fog it on there, 2 very thin coats. And on the back, if you read the directions, it says to use a Hudson sprayer. It doesn't say anything about anything else. And this stuff here would have been more than $28 a gallon. And so I decided, kaboom, to use this stuff right here for my floor sealer. And you see, here's some concrete or some brick right here that they did it on. So you don't have to put it on bricks. You can put it on concrete too. Interior, exterior, and we're interior, of course. So back what my plan is, I'm just going to put it on with a paint roller. And I looked in the storage area, and she's got a roller cover. It's not a very good one, and it's kind of mashed down. And I think this will work because this floor is flat. There's no ridges on it. There's no like cultured stone, marble, or natural stone floors on here or anything like that. Here's a paint roller for that. When I was at the store, I thought I'd better get another roller cover in case this roller cover doesn't work. This one was like $3.50, and this is for smooth surfaces, 1/4 inch nap, because I'm just putting a sealer on here. I don't need 3/8 or 1/2 inch, 3/4, anything like that. I don't want something thick that's going to fly all over the place. Okay, so I got that as a backup, and for that, I don't have to do anything except get a broom. And I had a broom, and I actually went the extra effort to unscrew this to make sure that the threads were the same as this, and they were. You'd be surprised, some brooms nowadays, the handle, the threads don't fit on a paint roller cover, and that kind of pisses me off. Especially if you don't have an extension pole or something when you get ready to install your paint. Because this is just what I use, a little extension pole like that. I call that an extension pole. It's not a true extension pole, but that's what I use when I put paint on floors or walls, stuff like that, okay? So here's a paint tray, and I'm not going to put anything in there. Here's some little inserts, and see there's some plastic inserts here that are extra. This one had paint in it, so I'll probably not use that one. I'll probably use a brand new one, stick it down in here, and just kind of pull this along. You know, sometimes these holders are plastic, and that would move along. I don't want to scratch anything, so I'll just put this on a little piece of carpet pad probably and kind of drag it around with me. For when I cut it in, because I'm going to cut it in first with the paintbrush. I was going to get like a 4-inch throwaway paintbrush and do that, but she's got these nice paintbrushes here. I'm just going to use this right here. This one's a little bit bigger than this one, and I can cut everything in with this. I'll rinse this out really good when I get done, so I didn't have to buy a paintbrush. I didn't have to buy a roller. All I had to do is a roller cover, but I might be able to use this one here, and that's pretty much it on how to install this sealer. That's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.